adjust your screens because right now it is Friday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. You guys on the West Coast, 2:30. You guys may still be at work, but us East Coasters, we're off work. It's the weekend already, and we have a huge show in store for you. So why not? Let's just go ahead and play our intro video package and get started. It is time to get out of pocket. I'm your host, Michael Davis, joined by a huge panel. This is our biggest panel since Out of Pocket has moved to Boom Broadcasting. We got from Smith's Fantasy Football, Austin Summers. We got from QuickHits, Shannon Smith. And we got an Out of Pocket OG, the original Jackson Cordray. And if you guys have been following us on our social media, you have realized we are doing a 500 subscriber giveaway. Boom Broadcasting is at this moment 298. So we are closing in on 300. We might get 300 before the show is over. That would be awesome. Would love to give you guys a shout out if you want to drop something in the comment section, streaming live on Boom Broadcasting's Facebook page and the Boom Broadcasting YouTube channel. But with college football getting started, I was able to squeeze in a couple games before everything got crazy. I'll be doing Out of Pocket, and then I'll be doing a live Twitter circle for Two Heads, One Table, and then I'll do a recording for an episode tomorrow that drops on Boom Broadcasting's YouTube page. So I was, just playing a couple college football games before I got started, exhibition-wise. I was like, man, this landscape is totally different from a year ago. I mean, we don't have the Pac-12 anymore. We don't have Nick Saban. We are looking at a new era in college football where we can be playing a college football game. There's a lot of storylines that are happening in college football. So as we introduce our opening week of college football 25, and as we go into the season that starts next month, I want to ask you guys what you are keeping your eye on the closest when it comes to the college football season. Austin, what you got, my man?
Man, I tell you, there's a lot going on in college football. It's been a big offseason. My biggest takeaways this season and what I'm looking forward to the most is obviously the post Nick Saban Alabama. What is that team going to be like moving forward without him? He's been a cornerstone of Alabama for over 20 years now, and it's really going to be different seeing college football without him. I'm sure he's still going to be involved. Didn't he get like a desk job or something? I know he's going to be doing that. And then also the realignment that you were talking about. I'm really, the Pac-12 is now the Pac-2. I'm assuming Oregon State and Washington State are probably going to move on and join the Mountain West. I know they've got to deal with them to play with them this season. And so I'm really excited. Is the SEC still going to be the powerhouse? The Big Ten's gotten much bigger with the additions that they got. Big 12's got bigger. So I think there's a lot riding on this season, and I'm excited to see what happens.
Man, it's going to be interesting watching Alabama without Coach Saban. Jennifer, drop in the comments. Appreciate the love and support. Super thank you, Jennifer. Jackson, you were shaking your head. I don't know why, but what do you have on your mind?
First of all, don't throw out SEC disrespect, okay? This is the SEC. I'm an SEC guy. I go to an SEC school. Go Gators. I'm also a South Carolina Gamecock fan. So let's not throw out, any disrespect towards the SEC. They're by far the greatest conference to ever exist throughout college football. You're adding Texas and Oklahoma, who are consistently dominant blue bloods in the sport. What I'm looking forward to most, if I'm being honest with you, I just kind of want to see exactly how the SEC goes forward. How many more teams we're going to add? The realignment. I mean, you play 8 SEC games, 8 in conference games this year instead of the typical 9, and they've split it up. We're moving to 9 next year, and I'm kind of curious how they split up the conferences. What exactly are we looking like in a year's time? Because the 2 top seeds in the SEC this year will go to the SEC championship game. It won't just be Georgia and Alabama a rerun. No, it'll be potentially an Alabama-Texas game, or who knows, a Georgia-Oklahoma game. There are plenty of options there, and that's what I'm looking forward to most, is seeing how the SEC continues to realign and figure it out towards the next few seasons with the new portal stuff, and everybody's kind of moving different directions. You got Clemson and Florida State looking for options. There's a lot of movement going on in college football right now, and really and truly it all matters is like, what are your top Power 5, Power 4 now schools? How do you realign, and how do you figure out, okay, these are the top 50 schools. Everyone else plays each other. These schools play each other, and that's it. So I'm looking forward to just the overall realignment over the next few years and how far the portal and NIL really goes.
Now, Shannon, you are the, resident old head of Out of Pocket. That's what you've called yourself.
That's crazy.
Even though I do know Shattered Dreams. Hey, Shannon threw shade of Out of Pocket the other day on QuickHits. I'm just getting a little bit of my payback right now. But Shannon,
publicly calling him out as Unk is unbelievable, dude. That is wild activity, dude. That's
devious
wild
behavior. That's devious.
Hey, UNC Unk right there. I'll soften the blow a little bit, even though I just called you a loser, Uncle. But that's beside
wild.
The point right now. That's beside the point. Shannon, I will say, like, you may be our, resident Unk, but dude, I'm more of a traditionalist when it comes to the college football conference realignments. Jackson loves Oklahoma and Texas moving to SEC. I don't necessarily love it, Shannon. Am I the only one in that boat?
First of all, I'm looking around and seeing who in the world you talking to, number one. So, second of all, I'm embracing the fact that I'm Unk. I've been an Unk for 16 years. I got a wonderful niece. I got a slew of kids that I've taught over the years that refer to me in a loving manner as Unk. So I wear it with pride. But with
Amen,
that,
brother.
to answer your stupid question, since you're going to be this way,
Hey, don't be Out of Pocket right now.
answer your question. Since we're in the shade business here, yes, I did kind of throw shade at Mike, on my show Quick Hits, which I want you guys to watch since it dropped this past Wednesday. So yeah, I'm deserving of what I'm getting right now. But to answer Mike's question, the biggest story to me has to be how this championship tournament is going to be. We went from 4 teams to 12. Now, in my opinion, I feel like they should have went to 8 to go with just 8 to start with to see how that goes. They went straight to 12, which means that they're going to be putting more teams inside of the tournament, and rightfully so. I get that, because last year there was controversy about who should have went. The Florida State thing. They were undefeated in their conference. Then after that, they had to blow to their quarterback. He got hurt. And then that put Alabama in to the 4. There were people that were for it. There were people that were against it. So I understand the expansion, which the expansion was coming anyway. But now that they're going to 12, and now since Jackson and Austin have talked about the realignment of conferences, which I will say, Mike, also too, I'm not a fan of either, considering the fact that I'm old and stuck in my ways since we want to pull out age and all this. Yeah, I don't like the fact that they're moving. I don't like what they're doing with the ACC. The SEC I'm cool with Texas and Oklahoma going to SEC, I'm okay with that. But the fact that you're bringing California and all of them to the ACC, I'm not happy about that at all. And Florida State thinks they're bigger than who they are, wanting to get out of the ACC when they're a football squad that was relevant when I was in elementary school in the dark ages. Yes, I said it. In the dark ages, they were relevant at that time. But now they're not as relevant as they are. I know I'm going to get kicked in the face by my friend Frank if he's watching right now. He's a big Florida State guy. But the thing about it is this championship, 12-team championship is what I'm keeping my eyes on. I want to see how that's going to play out this year, what's going to work, how they're going to put them in there, who's going to get where. Now that we have a Power 4 conference seating, rest in peace, Pac-12. So I want to see how this goes. I'm going to have my eyes on this year.
Dude.
I do have one real quick thing. Florida State, they did go undefeated last year all the way up until they played Georgia. So let's not pretend like they. I mean, and I'm not your Florida State guy. I'm a Gator all the way through, man. But dude, they did go undefeated, so let's not discount that.
Now, and Jackson, I understand that, but let's also look at the gap in between that as well, too, my friend. In that gap, I believe Florida has went to a major bowl within that time and during that gap. Am I wrong, sir?
2 national championships, 06, 08. So I'm not saying that Florida. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, Florida's better. But I mean,
20 years ago.
I mean,
almost.
Florida State. Oh my gosh, you say that now, dude. I just realized it's been almost 20 years since Tebow. Oh, I'm old. Never mind. I'm almost unk status, Shannon. I'm almost there with you, brother. I'm almost there, dude.
Age now again. You know what? Dude, I'm gonna give you tips when you join the 30 club. When I'll be in the 40 club at that time, I'm gonna tell you how to live your life as a 30-year-old.
I appreciate that, dude. I'll hit you up. I'll take that, man. I'll take your words there.
Make sure you take a nap before Monday Night Football.
Them late nights get you, bro. Them late nights, man.
Dude, Shannon's about to create a little Nickelodeon show called Shannon's Declassified Uncle Survival Guide right there. Max saying Gators suck. He's going at it on Jackson had to see himself out.
Or Jackson.
No. I mean, I don't even know who that dude is. He's irrelevant at this point. All I know is that the Gators, we're a national championship program. Almost runners up. I mean, we made it. 3 championships. Hey, Austin, how many chips App State got or wherever you went to school, bud? Come on, fellas.
Whoa.
Come on.
I went to the beautiful Western Carolina.
Yeah. Same rules apply, brother. Same rules.
Now is it? Yeah, see, all that junk you talk to me right there, Jack's ready to tear you up right now. I hope he guts you. I hope he does.
It is what it is, Shannon. I'm here to give it to you. That's what it is.
The Big Ten's gonna be tearing apart the SEC for years to come anyway now, so I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, that's someone who don't know college football at all. You look at all the national championships over the last 30 years, bro. They all in the SEC, gang. What we talking about? What we talking about, gang?
What we talking about?
But 7 of those titles retired this year.
Yeah, they did.
Exactly.
That LSU one still is kind of crazy to me, but no, man. I mean,
championship, like really split it. Come on, man. This is why do we have this? What we're having here with the tournament right now. You got teams split national championships. You better be lucky y'all didn't know me during that time because I was throwing papers and everything. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I didn't like either of the teams. Like fan of either of the teams. But it's just a fact of play next week.
Yeah, that's facts. I'm not. I 100% agree with you, and I will add a note to the Alabama statement there. Let's not pretend like Kirby Smart didn't have the best team out last year. They beat that Florida State team by 1 trillion points in that bowl game. I mean, Kirby Smart's got that thing running. He's going to have, I'd imagine, probably, if I'm a conservative estimate, 5 by the time he's done. He's a young man too. He's not even. I don't even know if he's 50 yet. So that Georgia, I mean, unless they got them drivers out there, I mean, they got them players too. So I wouldn't call out. I think Georgia's probably they one of them ones, dude. They're gonna run it up for a while.
They like them late night drives.
In all fairness of that game, Florida State did not play because they were pissed off about not going in the Final Four. I mean, no disrespect to Kirby Smart because the man knows the sport.
He knows the
recruiter. The man can coach, but Florida State just went out there and laid a daggum egg. Most of their guys didn't even play that were that were starters. And then I'm saving myself for the NFL and all that other stuff. They just died on that squad.
Yeah, and their quarterback was hurt. Their starting quarterback was hurt. Right. So it's not like and they bring in this other kid, and I don't know him. I don't know him by name. But he couldn't sling it to do anything. So when your offense is built for 12, 13 games around a running quarterback, a scrambler, a dual threat quarterback, dude, you come into this game with Georgia and you don't have him on your roster, he's not playing. It's a different atmosphere, man. And them Bulldogs are different, dude. That's a team, man. I feel bad. I feel like they pity me now, like they have pity for universities like Florida. And like Florida's we're not a blue blood, but we're a good school. So it's one of those things, man. Georgia's they're different. They're different.
They're okay.
Has Florida even been relevant since Tim Tebow?
Anthony Richardson had a couple of years. We've had some bad coaching, man. Will Muschamp came out there, bro. He was trash. Napier ain't getting it together either. We're gonna win 4 or 5 games this year. We got a slate. Week 1, Miami. Going forward after that, you got to face. I think there's 7 or 8 nationally ranked teams. It's not good. It's not good.
The excuses are already piling in for Jackson. And
it is what it is at this point, man.
Oh,
If he wants Florida to be like a good football school, I mean, he can, go boot up college football 25, play through his offline dynasty because it wouldn't succeed in online dynasty, and then go to bed once he turns off PlayStation or Xbox.
I'm on Xbox, and again, I'm gonna come back with this thing. How many App State wins y'all got? Like how many championships y'all got? Because I still go to a school with national championships in baseball, in basketball, in football. Do I need to go on? So, fellas, we play in different games here, all right? I'm just saying.
You enjoy that. By the way, Boom Broadcasting has just eclipsed 300 subscribers while we've been on live here the last 16 minutes. And that means they're immediately entered into the College Football 25 game giveaway. You got to first subscribe to our YouTube channel, Boom Broadcasting. Second, like and share this video on your social media accounts. Third, follow one of our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok. And last but not least, I am talking quicker than the ticker. And you got to say that a little bit slower because it's a little rhyme. But you want to comment what team and console you would use if you were to get the game. We just eclipsed 300 subscribers. We're giving the game away once we reach 500. Just to say a big thank you and supporting everybody. Like we are wrapping up our 3rd week of Boom Broadcast, and we already have 300 subscribers. Like YouTube channels, just in general, don't hit that mark. So super, super, super excited for everybody just loving the content, enjoying it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Austin, have you played College Football 25 yet? And did you hate spending that $70 when you could have gotten it for free if you won the giveaway?
No, I do not, because I went above and beyond and paid the $100 to get the early access. So I've been playing it since Monday. The game's amazing. Heisman difficulty is almost unplayable. Either I'm awful or it is really that difficult.
Awful.
The guys are genuinely faster than you. It's so difficult. But my road to glory went back-to-back national championships my junior, senior year, halfback for Michigan and Georgia. Had to do it for both of them, you know what I'm saying? But, it's been great so far. It's tough. It's a lot different than Madden. It's got a lot different feel. It's a lot heavier. It's got some really good mechanics. The wear and tear is interesting. I've been enjoying it so far, though. I really have. I'm excited for our online dynasty to kick off. I'm going to rebuild Army. I'm going to be excited for that. Try to get these guys, make some cadets, and make some men out of these youngins. So I'm excited.
And Mac responded in the comments, App State national champions 05, 06, and 07.
D2.
Okay.
D2.
Hey, you play where you're at. That's a national championship.
National championship.
You play where it's
I guess y'all can hang up, banners. All right. I mean, at this point, guys, come on. Y'all are in the big leagues now. So y'all maybe the Sun Belt or whatever conference y'all are in. Don't know, don't care. Y'all can figure it out in there. Maybe win a couple of conference championships. Okay. Maybe make it to a playoff.
Jackson is on one this episode.
Sorry, fellas. Sorry.
At least we don't try to claim that we're the real USC when everybody knows that's in Southern California.
USC first. They were USC first. They were USC before University of Southern Cal. So, I mean, the University of South Carolina was...
all them championships? Weren't they killing? And weren't when Florida winning all them championships? Weren't they
were. Mike Pouncey, bro. He lost all that weight. I don't know if y'all saw that. One of the Pouncey twins, he lost all that weight. Shout out Aaron Hernandez. Shout out the Pouncey twins. Dude. We got, bro. They're gonna bring Jesus and criminals back to the University of Florida. That's how we win championships. They got to bring the Lord and a little bit of drugs. That's how we win.
What was that running
so
joke?
How is
What was that running joke that they had? A priest, a racist, and a murderer walk into a bar. What was that again?
We have lost the plot.
I'm not sure what it is, but I'm sure it ended with a Florida Gator being at the end of the helm. So we'll have to see.
Nah, Urban Meyer was winning them. Urban Meyer was winning them.
Shout out Aaron Hernandez is crazy.
They did beat UNC, and they did beat South Carolina. Shout out to Mac in the comments. They did beat UNC and South Carolina in the same year. That was under the Muschamp. I don't know who the UNC coach was that year, but no, that's a good call out, Mac. That's a good call.
That was a really good call out, especially since that gets me against you. App State beat those teams in the same year, proving they are the best football school in North Carolina. Best basketball school in North Carolina obviously goes to Duke. But Jackson, how's your college football 25 experience been? Because you said you did the pre-order too and spent a buttload of money.
Yeah, man. I call me crazy, but the first game I ever played in life, right, was NCAA. My dad put a controller in my hands at 3 years old. It was my first love, if I'm being honest with you, man. And the little kid in me came back. The last game came out when I was 10. I had it pre-ordered then. I've had every NCAA since 04. So for this one to come back and really make a difference to all of our lives. I mean, I bought my dad an Xbox so he could play it with me. We're talking about generational family value coming back to us, within college football 25. It's a generational game. It has an amazing feel to it. Dynasty's fun. It's not like Madden. You go and play Madden and it feels clunky and it doesn't feel organic. Whereas NCAA, there's a difference between your athletes. You could have a 99 speed. You could have, a Georgia athlete, an Alabama athlete, an SEC athlete play against, JMU or some of these Sunbelt teams, and you could tell the difference just in pure player talent. That's the biggest difference, man. And the gameplay feels just organic and pure, like I said. And man, I'm having a ball. I can't wait to get off here, right? Leave, go play the game for the next 7 hours. It's my lifeblood at this point, dude. It's my favorite thing in the world.
Well, thank you for taking time out of a busy day like Friday. If you didn't wait for the game and you got it on Monday, it's great. You've had a week, but if you did wait for Friday, then today's a holiday for you. And if you still don't have the game, you can enter Boom Broadcasting's 500 subscriber giveaway. And don't worry about, spending all that money. Use it towards gas, use it towards groceries, towards the bills, and still have a lot of fun. But wanted to shift gears here a little bit. We just talked about college football 25, and I was reading on ESPN where they were talking about like the betting favorites for NBA Rookie of the Year. And I don't know why people are like, hey, let's go ahead and let's throw in bets for Bronny James as if he's going to see any meaningful playing minutes. I know his dad's in the league. I know his dad's on the team. Maybe his dad pulls strings and be like, hey, I'm only playing if Bronny starts the lineup with me. How cool would that be? Fine, whatever. Okay. But Bronny isn't going to perform up to the level where actual experts vote him as Rookie of the Year. But you know who could? Not Alex Sarr, because he can't buy a bucket, but the guy who was the best college basketball player, not only this past year, but the year before over at Purdue, Zach Edey. And somebody on this screen right now who's taking himself a little beauty nap taught so much trash about Zach Edey. And I am ready to tell Austin, man, I told you so. So you might as well just say Zach Edey's the favorite now so we can have it on recording. So it doesn't make you look as, I don't know, dumb.
So I'm taking my grave that Zach Edey will not be winning Rookie of the Year. He's been performing really good in Summer League, and that's great for him. He's got the age on him and the experience compared to a lot of these guys, so he should be performing better in Summer League than a lot of these guys. Alexander Sarr has been struggling. He's got like a combined 22 points so far in Summer League. But honestly, not everybody's talking about Buzelis. He has been hooping in the Summer League. He's been going hard for the Chicago Bulls, and he's gonna be able to carve out a good role there with them trading away all the pieces that they're trading away, trying to get rid of Zach LaVine now. DeMar's gone. I think honestly he should be favorited. Right now he's like fourth at like plus 900, plus 1,000 or so. And so honestly I think him or Reed Shepherd, if Reed can get the minutes, that's really the issue with him down there in Houston. Honestly, I think he's going to be the most talented player probably out of this draft in total, and especially with fantasy value. I think Reed Shepard's going to be the biggest long-term. But Zach Edey's going to be there for the lobs. He's going to be there for the pick and rolls with Jaw. But I don't think he's going to end up being the rookie of the year. I really don't. And, I may be dumb for that take, but guess what? At least I'm not stupid. So come on now.
Hey, you can be out of pocket with that. Shannon, I think Zach Edey should be the favorite to win rookie of the year, especially looking at a smaller – Jackson, you'll have your moment in a minute. Let's bring some wisdom, maybe, into the conversation.
Some wisdom.
Some wisdom.
You about to really put your foot in your mouth right now. I'm about to say right now, the award for the biggest hypocrite right now on this panel goes to Michael Davis because he trashed one Carson Williams for looking at the summer league and making a stock out of everything. You trashed that poor man last year, and you know what you've done. You know you've done. And that was wrong for you to do that because you're sitting around here looking at a summer league time. You're looking at the summer league and looking at your rookie of the year. I want to go with Reed. If we're looking at summer league right now, then I think Reed will do it. I think he will, but don't be sitting around here making picks in the summer league, man. We got October, November, December.
Get them up.
The spring to see who's going to be rookie of the year, but you better not be playing that. You better not be playing me with that right there, man. Don't do that.
Get them up. Come on.
Don't do that. Don't you do that. You get out of here. You darn kids, get off my lawn.
I thought that was going to go a lot better than it did. So see, this is why Shan, kind of stays in his box of hey, let me not say something to where, people will go back and, 5-6 months and be like, oh, I was wrong. Shan just toes the line, it's more like Luke. He's not out of pocket. He's more like lukewarm.
Wait a minute. Now, you don't be sitting around here saying I'm toeing the line. I'm sitting here telling you that a whole season of basketball to be played. And good and daggone well. Now, I will say this. Bronny James is not winning the Rookie of the Year this year. And I will say about Bronny now, on the other hand, I don't want to watch Bronny based on what everyone is saying. I've not watched him play Summer League. I saw the box score with him scoring 13 points for the first time, and that's great. That's wonderful also. But he's had blunders of games, and they've been putting that dude on Front Street. If Bronny James were to win NBA Rookie of the Year, which won't happen, but if he did, everyone would say it was because of his father. Mm-hmm. Everyone would say it's because of his dad, it's because of the league favoring his father. And the kid can't win for losing. Not saying that that's fair because this is the territory that he's been put in, considering the fact that he's a 55th pick that is being talked about more than the first pick in the draft, which makes no sense to me or anybody else on this panel, regardless of age, because we've not really talked about a 55th pick that's better, that was right then drafted and being talked about right now. Mm-hmm. It makes no sense whatsoever. But he can't win because his father is controlling that narrative, what went on with him in the draft and things of that nature. So, it's fair, but it's not fair, if that makes sense. But he ain't winning that. He ain't winning that trophy. And if he does, he won't be able to enjoy the win. He won't be able to.
Vegas has just got him for odds to get free money from suckers that want to bet on him. That's all it is.
Vegas ain't dumb.
Yeah.
Vegas is not dumb. They know to make some money. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Vegas is not stupid. You know how many people going to line up to vote against them and go win? Mm-hmm. Really?
Jackson, if you were a betting man, would you bet any money on Bronny?
No, dude, I'd take his teammate Dalton Connect before I think that. Dalton Connect, that kid can hoop, man. He's 6'6". He's got long arms. He's got 6'9" arms. He's going to be a really good wing or a two. He can score off the dribble, catch and shoot. Floppy action all day, short corner stuff all day. He's got a 40-inch vertical. His lateral quickness is out of this world. Like, he tested second best in the combine for some lateral quickness stuff. Kid can move. So that'd be my bet before I even think about Bronny. Now, Bronny, I'm not going to disrespect Bronny. He's 6'1". He's got 6'8" arms. Dude's long. He can play the one, but his best comp is Drew Holiday on the high end. And if not, he's going to spend a lot of time in the G League as a developmental player. That heart issue he had last year really set him back. Before that, he was a consensus top 10 pick. Kid has talent. It's just he needs a lot of work. You're out of the game for more than a month. You need time to recover, and time to get back in your flow. Basketball is not an easy sport to play. It's hard to find your rhythm. It's hard to find your shot when you've been out and you've been hospitalized. So for him to come back and then obviously try to contribute to USC and the few games that he played, of course he's not going to contribute at a high level. So I imagine Bronny James he'll probably play 30 games this year, maybe 15 minutes a game. I wouldn't even say that, maybe 8 to 12 minutes a game in the games that he does play. He's not going to be in the Rookie of the Year conversation. If anything, it'd be Dalton Connect from the Lakers.
But would you imagine how crazy it would be if Dalton Connect won the Rookie of the Year as a Laker with Bronny James on that team? You know how friggin' nuts people would go. Dalton Connect get traded. He'd get traded.
Mm-hmm. No. I think with the JJ stuff, dude, with JJ there now, dude, I think Dalton Connect's going to have – I'd put my money on Dalton Connect. I don't know what his odds are right now. I haven't looked at the NBA.
They're plus
I put my odds on him. What'd you say? Sorry.
About plus 1,000.
Hell of a player, man. The man
can plus 1,000?
Anywhere from 900 to 1,200 is what I've seen.
I'd have to see if he starts. If he starts, maybe. If he comes off the bench as a sixth man, I don't know. But he's going to get a lot of action with LeBron and everybody looking for him. What?
Hey, JJ Redick loves the sixth man. I mean, he spent his career as a sixth man. He's probably going to utilize the sixth man.
He didn't. He started the majority of his career. He started the majority of his career. He started all of the years with the Clippers. It started the entire time with the 76ers. He started he after he left from Orlando, went to Milwaukee. He didn't start, but when he went to the Clippers, he spent the majority of his career starting until the end of his career. He was averaging like 18 points a game with the 76ers. Dude can hoop. Let's not disrespect him. He's been a starter for a long time. He's a dominant shooter.
But let's be honest, man. Most of these dude guys are going to be six men when they go to the NBA anyway, so it doesn't really matter. 1,000 of them have been there. Come on, man. Get out of here.
Now, this is a great question. We'll wrap up with this question. Who you start, Dalton Connect or Austin Reeves? Marcus Kizzy, shout out. This is why we do live shows Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. We've taken the last couple of Thursdays off, regroup, recollect, but we're usually 4 days a week, especially this fall. You expect us 4 days a week after you get off work, or you West Coasters got to, figure out how to get an earbud in the ear. But this is why we do live, so you guys can. But who would you start, Dalton Connect or Austin Reeves?
Austin Reeves, 100%.
Austin Reeves, yeah. I mean, and Kiz is my homeboy. That's my dude. I love Kiz to death. He's a heck of a basketball coach there, heck of a basketball mind. I want to get to talking to him one day on a Get the Pass, hopefully, or have him on the panel. I mean, the dude knows his basketball for real, no doubt. I'll go sign him any day of the week. Kiz, that's you, man.
I think you can start both of them, by the way. I don't think you can. I mean, Reeves is going to take the one, and then obviously you put Dalton at the two. I mean, I don't think they're bringing back D'Lo, so
no.
I don't know if you can't. I think you can start both of them. I think Dalton's probably a good enough athlete that you can start both of them.
Shoot it like nobody's business, though, man. And Connect will clean. He's a cleaner as well, too. He can clear the glass for his position as well. And
he can finish around the rim. Like he should have been picked top 5, in my opinion. The only reason he wasn't is because he's 20. What is he, 23, 22, going to turn 23 by the start of the season? I mean, the kid, he's an athletic freak. He's got a 40-inch vertical, 6'6", 6'9" arms, or 6'5", 6'9" arms. He can play laterally. I think he's going to be a really special talent in the league.
Dude,
and Euros took over too as well. That's the reason why he went as low as he did. The Euros, France came out of nowhere and took the stuff like
they're going to start Bronny over both of them. Let's be honest.
Man, and I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Like, the Lakers did get a steal, Dalton Connect. Like, being outside of the lottery to get Connect, I was having him going in my top 10 in both my mocks. But super excited to see where this season goes. I mean, we got baseball right now, but football is about to gear up. Basketball is going to gear up here in just a few months. So super excited for this fall. Boom Broadcasting is going to be doing a lot more stuff. We're already doing a lot more stuff. We got Shannon playing his Tecmo Bowls. We got Shannon with his quick hits. We got several other things going on. Tonight's the Nightcap. Mouth Off with Mike hosts that. I was on Monday's edition. And so far, the most viewed episode we got this year but we'll see the stats on this. We'll see how Quick Hits does in the viewership as well. And then I will be a guest on Wrestling of Destiny with Sean Lucas tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. before I launch one of my other episodes. But for Michael Davis, Austin Summers, Shannon Smith, Jackson Cordray, this has been Out of Pocket on your Friday afternoon. And we will see you guys back here on Monday. Don't forget about our 500 subscriber way giveaway. And we'll see you this Monday.